Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLESFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOURFRINDS and Philadelphia EAGLESFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are once again at the center of some pretty exciting developments. As one of the most followed and talked about teams in the league, the Eagles have been making headlines not just for their on-field performance but also for some strategic moves that could very well reshape the NFC East and who knows, maybe even the entire NFC playoff picture. And if you're a diehard Eagles fan, you're probably sitting on the edge of your seat right now, eager to hear what's happening behind the scenes, what's coming next, and how your team is positioning itself for another deep playoff run. Trust me, there's a lot to unpack, so let's dive right into it. First, let's talk about the current state of the team. The Eagles, under head coach Nick Sirianni, have been building a formidable roster that combines a strong, versatile defense with an explosive offense led by Jalen Hurts. Hurts, who's become a franchise cornerstone, has shown incredible growth over the past season, transforming into a dual-threat quarterback capable of both passing and running with elite efficiency. His leadership, combined with a talented supporting cast that includes A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert, makes the Eagles one of the most balanced teams in the league. And of course, the offensive line continues to be a pillar of strength, providing Hurts the protection he needs to make big plays downfield. But it's not just about the players on the field. The Eagles' management has been busy behind the scenes, working tirelessly to strengthen the roster through draft picks, trades, and strategic signings. And one of the biggest stories lately has been the rumors surrounding a blockbuster trade that could shake things up even more. I'm talking about the potential acquisition of a high-profile player that could add a new dimension to the team's offense. While nothing has been officially confirmed yet, the whispers in NFL circles point toward a significant move that could give the Eagles that extra edge to contend for another Super Bowl title. The team's front office has shown a clear willingness to be aggressive, and that's exactly what fans want to see: a team that's committed to winning now and in the future. And speaking of future moves, the draft still looms large on the horizon. The Eagles have several draft picks at their disposal, and they are expected to focus on bolstering their secondary and adding more depth along the offensive line. There's also buzz about targeting specific players who can develop into starters right away or provide crucial special teams contributions. The organization's scouting department has been working around the clock to identify hidden gems that can elevate the team's overall talent level. Fans are eagerly speculating about who might be selected and what kind of strategic picks the Eagles will make to stay ahead of their division rivals. Now, looking at the NFC East as a whole, it's clear that this division is more competitive than ever. The Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders have all made moves to improve their rosters, and each team seems determined to challenge the Eagles' dominance. The Cowboys, for example, have a solid defense and an offense led by Dak Prescott that's capable of putting up big numbers. The Giants, under new coaching, are showing signs of growth and resilience, especially on defense. And the Commanders, with a promising young quarterback and a stout defense, are not to be underestimated. So the Eagles will have to stay sharp, adapt quickly, and capitalize on their strengths if they want to maintain their position at the top of the division. One of the most exciting aspects for Eagles fans right now is the ongoing debate about the team's offensive scheme and how it's evolving to maximize Hurts' dual-threat abilities. Coach Sirianni's offense has become more creative and unpredictable, making it difficult for defenses to adjust. We've seen more RPOs, designed runs, and creative passing concepts that keep defenses on their heels. The offensive line, as I mentioned earlier, has been a key factor in this success, providing Hurts with the time and space to make decisions. And the receiving core, led by A.J. Brown, is one of the best in the league at making contested catches and creating yards after the catch. All these elements come together to form a dynamic, explosive offense that can strike quickly and often. On the defensive side, the Eagles have also been impressive. Their front seven has been disruptive, led by Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and the emerging presence of Jalen Carter. The secondary, anchored by Darius Slay and James Bradbury, has been steady, although there is always room for improvement, especially in defending against the deep ball. The defense's ability to generate turnovers and create pressure on opposing quarterbacks has been instrumental in many of their victories. And with some key additions in the draft and free agency, the Eagles are aiming to further strengthen this unit to be one of the top defenses in the league once again. Now let's talk about the fans, because that's where the real passion lives. Eagles fans are some of the most dedicated and passionate in the NFL. Their energy, their loyalty, and their unwavering support create a home field advantage that's almost impossible to beat, especially at Lincoln Financial Field. The atmosphere during game days is electric with chants of "Fly, Eagles, fly" echoing through the city of Philadelphia. And this passion isn't just limited to game days. Fans are constantly engaged, discussing every move, every play, and every rumor that comes out. The sense of community is palpable, and it's what makes supporting this team so special. But beyond just the current roster and upcoming games, Eagles fans are also deeply invested in the history of the franchise. The team, established in 1933, has a storied history filled with legendary players, iconic moments, and Super Bowl victories. Who can forget the incredible Super Bowl LII win in 2018, when Nick Foles led one of the most memorable playoff runs in NFL history? That victory not only brought a championship to Philadelphia, but also cemented the Eagles' place in NFL lore. Since then, the team has been consistently competitive, and fans are always dreaming of another deep postseason run. The hope that this team can return to the top and bring another trophy home keeps the city energized and optimistic. Now, coming back to the present, all eyes are on the offseason and the upcoming training camp. The Eagles are expected to come into this period with a fierce determination to improve and replicate their success from last season. There's a strong belief within the organization that this team has the talent and the mindset to contend once again for a Super Bowl. The coaching staff is working tirelessly to refine schemes, evaluate players, and prepare for the challenges ahead. For fans, it's an exciting time because every little move, every draft pick, and every offseason signing could be the difference between a playoff exit and a Super Bowl celebration. And let's not forget about the injuries that have affected the team in recent seasons. The Eagles have shown resilience and depth, managing to overcome setbacks and keep their championship aspirations alive. The health of key players like Jalen Hurts, Lane Johnson, and others will be crucial for their success this year. The medical and training staff have been focused on injury prevention and recovery, knowing how pivotal these players are to their game plan. The roster management and strategic decisions made in free agency and the draft will also play a vital role in ensuring the team remains healthy and competitive throughout the grueling NFL season. So to sum everything up, the Philadelphia Eagles are in a very interesting position right now. They're coming off a season where they proved they are a top-tier team, and the buzz around this offseason suggests they're not done yet. The potential trades, draft strategies, and coaching adjustments indicate a team hungry for more. The NFC East is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in recent memory, and the Eagles are determined to hold onto their crown and push for another Super Bowl appearance. The city of Philadelphia, known for its passionate sports culture, is once again buzzing with excitement and anticipation. Fans are dreaming big, and rightly so, because this team has the talent, the coaching, and the drive to make it happen. The road to the Super Bowl is never easy, but with the right moves and a bit of luck, the Eagles could very well be the team that surprises everyone once again and brings that Lombardi trophy home. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what does all this mean for the Eagles moving forward? Well, it's clear that the team is in a prime position to capitalize on their current momentum, but they'll need to stay sharp, avoid injuries, and make the right strategic decisions in the coming weeks. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and the Eagles are right at the heart of it, with fans eagerly awaiting every move. Whether it's a new trade, a surprise draft pick, or a key signing in free agency, each decision will ripple through the league and shape the narrative of their upcoming campaign. The coaching staff has shown they're capable of adapting and evolving, and that's exactly what it will take to navigate this highly competitive landscape. Looking ahead, the schedule will be tough as always. The Eagles will face a mix of division rivals, conference opponents, and some of the league's best teams. The key games will likely be against NFC contenders like the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, and the reigning champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. These matchups will be critical in setting the tone for the season and determining playoff seeding. But if there's one thing Eagles fans can be confident about, it's that their team has the talent and the resilience to rise to the occasion. The players and coaching staff are well aware of the importance of each game, and they're motivated to perform at their best. Beyond just the on-field battles, the Eagles' culture and community support are what truly set them apart. The city of Philadelphia is known for its passionate sports fans, and the Eagles are no exception. The tailgates, the chants, the sea of green in the stands, it all creates an atmosphere that fuels the team's fire. That kind of energy is contagious and can be a real catalyst during tough moments in the season. It's not just about winning games, it's about a shared identity, a pride that runs deep in the city's veins. And that pride is what keeps the team motivated, what makes every victory sweeter and every defeat a lesson to learn from. In terms of individual players, fans are especially excited about Jalen Hurts' development. His leadership qualities, athleticism, and football IQ have made him one of the most exciting quarterbacks to watch in the league right now. The way he's grown from a dual-threat rookie to a polished, confident leader has been remarkable. He's not just a guy who can run and pass, he's a quarterback who reads defenses, makes smart decisions, and elevates those around him. His chemistry with receivers like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith has been a highlight of the team's offensive success. If Hurts continues on this trajectory, he could very well be in the MVP conversation this season, and that's a huge boost for the Eagles' Super Bowl ambitions. And let's not forget about the supporting cast. Running back D'Andre Swift has been brought in to add more explosiveness to the ground game, complementing the workhorse Miles Sanders left behind. The offensive line remains a strength, with Lane Johnson, Jason Kels, and Jordan Mailata anchoring a unit that's one of the best in the league when healthy. The tight end position with Dallas Goedert provides a reliable target in the red zone. Defensively, the addition of Jalen Carter in the draft has created a lot of buzz, as he's seen as someone who could become a game-changing presence along the defensive line. The secondary, led by Darius Slay, continues to be a strength, but there's always room for improvement in defending the deep ball and creating more turnovers. Now let's talk about some of the challenges ahead. Injuries are always a concern, especially for a team that relies heavily on key players staying healthy. The Eagles have shown resilience in recent seasons, overcoming setbacks and maintaining a competitive edge. But with a long season ahead, every player's durability will be tested. The coaching staff's ability to rotate players, manage minutes, and keep everyone fresh will be crucial. Also, the league's evolving offensive schemes and defensive counters mean the Eagles will need to stay adaptable. Opponents are always studying film, trying to find ways to exploit weaknesses, so the Eagles will need to be one step ahead. Looking at the bigger picture, the NFC is deep with talent this year. The 49ers have one of the most complete rosters, the Cowboys are always dangerous, and the Giants are showing signs of significant improvement under their new coaching staff. The defending NFC champions, the Eagles will need to stay focused, disciplined, and hungry. The playoff picture is shaping up to be a battle of attrition, and making it through the gauntlet will require the team to stay healthy, motivated, and disciplined. Every game in the regular season will be a test, and the Eagles will need to bring their best every single week. From a historical perspective, the Eagles are a franchise that knows how to rise during tough times. They've had their share of ups and downs, but their most glorious moments, like the Super Bowl LII victory, are etched in NFL history. That team, led by Nick Foles, pulled off one of the most memorable playoff runs, defeating the Patriots in one of the biggest upsets in Super Bowl history. That victory sparked a wave of pride through the city and proved that with the right mindset, anything is possible. The current team has the potential to create its own legacy, and fans are dreaming of adding another chapter to that storied history. So as we look ahead to the upcoming season, the excitement is palpable. The Eagles are positioned to be serious contenders, but they'll need to stay focused, keep improving, and embrace the challenges that come their way. The offseason has been full of movement, strategy, and anticipation. The coaching staff is confident, the players are motivated, and the fans are more passionate than ever. The road to the Super Bowl is never straightforward, but with this team's talent and determination, they have all the ingredients to surprise everyone and bring another trophy back to Philadelphia. It's a perfect storm of talent, grit, and community spirit, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. So stay tuned, Eagles fans, because this season promises to be one of the most exciting yet, and I'll be right here bringing you all the latest updates, analysis, and insider info. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news.